Let's do some hacksawing. Ah.
Yes?
Ah. There's always a back door. You just gotta know where to look. Dark Jedi. Yeah, you're some Jedi, alright. Falling for that old trick. Show you the true nature of the Force. Easy. No remains. Oh well. By the way, if you don't talk to Shayless before, that cutscene will not trigger at all. We'll talk about the war now.
Not particularly.
No time like the
I
present.
suppose you're going to nag me until I cough it up, aren't you? Nothing is private anymore, it looks like. There's no escaping it, I guess. So be it. My wife's name was Neyama. She was the Yukatis enforcer who shot me out of the sky, if you remember.
What does your wife have to do with the war?
My wife had plenty to do with the war. Upon meeting her, I knew right away that she was strong in the Force. That's why she was able to shoot me down. Neyama was a marvel of a woman. Fiery, determined, smart. She dragged me to the capital and foiled 3 of my attempts to escape prison. Oh, and that body.
The war?
Well, yes, that. Needless to say, I eventually won her over. That was after I kidnapped her upon being broken out of the Yukatas prison, mind you. But, that's another story entirely. At any rate, I wanted to train her in the Jedi way. The Council refused my request, naturally. I was still a Padawan at the time. I was an experienced Padawan, surely, but not yet ready to be a full Jedi, and certainly not ready to train another, especially not one so old as my wife.
You disobeyed the Council?
I did. I wasn't the first, and I won't be the last. The problem with self-righteous folk is they think they're more right than everyone else. I believed in her and trained her in secret. I ignored her willful nature. I loved her too much to see fault in her. And she loved me too. I know she did. At the time, our love was a shared bliss. Better than anything I had known before or since.
So what happened?
Exar Kun is what happened. Neyama was inspired by Exar's promises of a new golden age. She wanted to join him. She came to me, pleading with me to throw aside what she called the decrepit trappings of the Jedi, to join her in Exar's war.
So she had fallen to the dark side.
I hadn't thought so, not right then. I was too proud to believe that of her. I had trained her myself. I loved her. I pleaded with her to reconsider, to think about all that she was throwing away, to think about what she would become. She would have none of it. Finally, in frustration, she attacked me. She drew her lightsaber and attempted to strike me down. It was a scene being repeated everywhere throughout the galaxy. Pupil against master. In my case, it was a long and terrible battle, but I defeated her.
You killed her?
No. I had her at my mercy, disarmed and defenseless. She looked up at me and she knew. She knew I couldn't do it.
I don't think I could have either.
But I should have. Sometimes I convince myself otherwise, but it's no use. She had fallen to the dark side when she raised her saber against me, and I let her go. To my shame, she went on to kill many Jedi during the war, until she herself was slain in the final battle. I grieved for her death, inevitable as it was, even as the Jedi Council put me on trial for my actions once the war was over.
They put you on trial?
I had trained Neyama against their wishes. I had failed to kill her when I had the chance, and she went on to kill others. Not to mention that I had remained a Padawan throughout the war. A formality, perhaps, but with the trial, it had to be decided if I was worthy to become a Jedi at all. It was a travesty, of course. I told you that even the Jedi were capable of great injustices, didn't I?
So that's the source of all this bitterness? They found you guilty?
Not at all. They found me innocent. Even though I deserved every punishment and more, they let me go. Mitigating circumstances, they said. I deserved compassion, they said. They said I had learned wisdom the hard way. For all I had done during the war, they wished to raise me to full Jedi status at long last. That was when the Jedi left me. That was when they failed me.
I don't understand.
Maybe you don't, in that they may have been able to forgive me. I could never forgive myself.
And you still believe love is worth the risk?
Yes, I do, I suppose. It is all so long ago, lost in the winds, I suppose. Let's continue on with the task at hand.
I only did that to get more force, to restore my force points. It's a glorious way to do it. Tell Shasa, the Sith. This tortured Selkath was holding some sort of token. Are you the least bit surprised that the Sith are this heartless? It's a shame you have to do that. But those ones are too far gone. I'm going to save here because something's telling me this may not go very well.
How did you get in here? Wait, I recognize you. Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Well, let me guess. You intend to collect this reward, right?
Master, give us the honor of aiding you in destroying this enemy of the Sith.
See? What did I tell you?
As you wish, my eager apprentices. We shall remove this thorn from Malak's side once and for all.
Yeah, about that. Wow, that was mostly painless. Yeah.
Yes?
What?
And that was a mine. The black robes work very well, I gotta admit. Intruders! Should we sound the alarm, Shasa? No, wait. We cannot always be running to the masters for help. We should handle this on our own. Perhaps this is a test the Sith have prepared for us. What are you doing here? Only masters and apprentices are allowed in here. I am Ryu Shunai. Shayless has set me investigating the disappearance of young Selkath. I told your father would get suspicious, Shasa. He always hated the Sith. My father doesn't understand. He is blinded by his own prejudice. The Sith are teaching us mastery of the Force. Our alliance with the Sith will bring strength to Manan and the Selkath people. The Sith are evil. What they told you was a lie. Republic propaganda. The Sith are the victims of lies and half-truths. They are not monsters, no more so than the Republic. The Sith have promised to guide us in use of the Force, as a sign of their good faith. And once the Republic is defeated, the Sith have promised to withdraw from Manan and respect our independence. If the Republic is defeated, the Sith will enslave your planet. Spare us your lives. The Sith have treated us with nothing but respect and honor. You speak as if we were our prisoners here, but we can leave whenever we wish. Our friend Gallus chose to leave, and he was returned safely to his home in Otter City. Terrorist is nothing but a Republic lie. If the Sith are such monsters, then prove it to us. Surely there must be some evidence of the horrors they commit. I found a young Selkath dying from torture here. It gave me this. Shasa, this is the pin I gave Gallus when we were children. There was blood on it. You could have found this anywhere. For all we know, you killed Gallus. The Sith tortured him to death, Shasa. You know it's true. Shasa, I believe them. How else would they have found this pin? I didn't want to believe it, but I can no longer deny what I know to be true. Gallus is dead, and the Sith are responsible. I must apologize for doubting you. The Sith are truly as evil as you have claimed. We must report this to the Otter City authorities. Yes, we must report this at once. We thank you, human, for showing us the truth. You have saved us from a terrible mistake.
Just be careful with those gifts you've already learned. Beware the dark side, or you may end up betraying your world regardless.
Quickly, my friends. We can stay here no longer. We must flee this foul embassy and warn our people against the plot to corrupt the Manan youth. Alright. That guy being a Dark Jedi Master was a huge step up from the normal Dark Jedi we've been fighting. So I wanted to make sure that we were good to go. That's why I saved. What's T3's demolitions at? 12? You should probably be able to get that. Skill too low. Oh well. He does the same way.
What? What?
Gotta love being able to sabotage. It's always fun. So this is the other side of a puzzle just to get over here. There's really no point to do it. You can literally just go around as I've shown you. Oh, hello. As one famous Jedi would have said, hello there.
Yes?
And that was a mine.
Sure.
So how this works is you would turn on solo mode, alternate rooms, and then make it so you can get to the other side. Which, it's alright.
What?
Love how it says I only have one viewer and I clearly have more than one. Oh, Twitch. A sealed door? Apparently, yeah, there was more planned to this area, but they never did anything else with it. Yeah, there's one more thing that I would like to do before we move on. I'm going to go to that other computer room and see if I can figure out anything. If not, then we're going to also present the Sunry case because it's going to automatically warp us back anyway. Oh yeah, I already destroyed that. Never mind. Never mind. Spouting nonsense. How quickly we forget. Seriously? That's not in Oblivion Remastered? Well, that sucks. I was considering getting the Oblivion Remaster. But come on, even Skyrim has a minimap. What's your excuse at this point? I'm sure that it is. There's no doubt in my mind. Just a shame that they kind of smacked around the Skyblivion people. But oh well. You there, human. You are placed under the arrest of the Auto City Civil Authority. What? Why? Though the Sith Embassy here is considered sovereign territory of the Sith Empire, we have been monitoring an alarming number of weapon discharges and detonations from within the base. Inquiries to the south over the embassy yielded no response. It would seem that contact had been cut. Our cameras recorded you entering the base shortly before contact was lost and fighting apparently began. It is the conclusion of the Auto City Civil Authority that you are responsible for the disturbance here, and you are hereby placed under arrest. You will come to us and to await your trial. As material witnesses, the individuals who accompany you will be detained at your vessel, and the vessel itself is prohibited from leaving Manon. We will leave. Now, do not attempt to resist, or we shall resort to overwhelming force. On the Argonian Maid Book. Greetings, human. I'm called Wallace, and I have been selected as your arbiter for the duration of your trial. I don't need anyone to represent me. While it is true that you have that right, I would recommend against it. Due to your confinement, you have not had much of a chance to build up evidence to pursue your case. Also, I do not believe you off-worlders truly understand the minds of we Selkath. It would be best if you are left to your defense up to me. How will you get me free? I've already been given all relevant data on you and your companions, so that can be disregarded. For what reason did you enter this? I had authorization to enter. Indeed, I find that unlikely, off-worlder, but perhaps the judges will be more sympathetic to your view. What is your prior association? I had no prior association. Indeed. Since you had a pass card to the base, I can only assume you believe taking this route would lessen your sentence very well. That should be all the information required for you. For now, if you wish, we can begin the trial when you are ready. I think I'd rather represent myself. No, I'll represent myself. You off-worlders are not known for your mental prowess. I shall leave your demise up to you. While you're high standing among the off-worlders, Manon may bring some leniency from them. Being a successful swoop rider brings you no credit here, human. You stand accused of the grievous murder of many Sith and extensive property damage to their embassy here. How do you plead? Not guilty. Let the record show that this trial has commenced. Presiding are Judge Shelkar, Chosa, Nelshakan, KOTOR, and Dula. This trial is to determine the culpability and punishment of this individual in the recent assault on the Sith Embassy. Given the severity of this trial, we can dispense with the normal formalities of the court and proceed directly. You have pleaded not guilty, yet there were reports of weapons fire and detonations from within the Sith Embassy. You were seen entering and leaving the embassy. The Sith have not conferred with the authorities about this matter, but from all available evidence, it would seem that you are the source of the disturbance. What is your explanation for being in the Sith Embassy? I was investigating the disappearances of young Selkath. You believe that the Sith had something to do with those disappearances. The Off-Worlder has probably been listening to Shalos and his rumor-mongering. Most likely. Do you have any proof to back up your assumption, human? Have the Sith been implicated? I have this data pad as proof that the Sith are up to no good. Let it be noted that the court has taken this new evidence into consideration. This is most disturbing. The court will adjourn for a brief period to verify this evidence and discuss its importance. And that is the easiest way to get out of this. We have verified that this is indeed a Sith data pad indicating their complicity in a plot to overthrow the lawful governor of Manar. In gratitude for having discovered this heinous offense, all charges against you regarding this incident will be dropped. Pending a suitable penalty against the Sith, their embassy is considered off-limits to all Otter City security personnel. No calls or incidents from their base will be attended to until this matter is dealt with, as they are no longer subject to the protections of Selkath law. You have been found innocent, and you may leave as you desire. This trial is now over. Ah. Human, you return. Have you information for me? Have you discovered the fate of the missing Selkath youth? Have you news of my daughter, Shasa? I have information for you, Shalos. Excellent, you have done well. What have you learned? The Sith are training the Selkath youth in the ways of the Dark Jedi. Yes, this makes sense. It is a wonder I did not see this before. Manon's greatest strength is our neutrality. If Malak brainwashes our youth and indoctrinates them in the ways of the Sith, he will have a strong following among the Selkath people, strong enough to seize control of Manon and our Kolto. My daughter Shasa, she too has been indoctrinated into the Sith camp. I convinced your daughter to turn her back on the Sith ways. Human, if you speak the truth, I am forever in your debt. And yet, my joy is tempered by the knowledge that the Sith still walk freely about Manon. Hopefully the testimony of my daughter will be enough proof of their actions to make the Otter City authorities take action. I hope so. You have done much for me, human. Here are the credits I promise you. I only wish I had more to give. Keep your credits, Shalos. A Jedi has no such need of rewards. You refuse my reward? Truly, you humans are a noble breed. Perhaps my species has underestimated your kind.
Hey, kid. It was a good thing you did there. Almost brought a tear to this old man's eye.
Please excuse me now, human. I must go speak to the Manon authorities about the Sith plot and what they have done to my beloved daughter.
Got something up.
Ah, yes, the Elder Scrolls Smut.
The
The Lusty Argonian maid. Was Sunry having an affair?
Of course not. Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just struck me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked, but even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved.
He is a soldier,
That was
though.
a long time ago, in a war far, far away.
You could say in a galaxy far, far away.
Settle down. Find the
Jolie, coming to check in on an old man?
Soon, old friend. We don't want to... Oh, I grow...
There's a few things we have
Go
to
ahead,
clear up.
Ash.
There was a Rhodian who planted the evidence at the murder scene.
Rhodian? I didn't know there were any Rhodians on Manan? Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who's hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rhodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? Go ahead, Ash. Oh. Well, you know I was having an affair with Alasa. But I can tell you it wasn't easy. She was young and beautiful. But I love Alora. I found out later she'd been murdered when the Selkath authorities came knocking on my... But let's look at the... Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. My war injuries make it difficult for me to... Further, they say they found my hero's cross at... Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath. Anything else I can help you with? Very well. Once you've gotten enough evidence...
I want to begin his trial now. Are you deaf, Flipperhead? Let's get this trial over with. Yes, let's begin the trial. Very well, human. I shall advise the court and we will begin.
And that's going to be all the time that we have. So until next time, Ryo Nakage 33 signing off.